Okay, what we're going to be talking about is the KVAR unit, okay? This is essentially a box of capacitors. It sort of balances out the power, you know, it sort of holds back power like a battery, and it supplies more amperage for higher amp loads, you know, when you start like machinery up, like dishwashers, washing machines, disposal units, microwaves, you know. This is the purpose of KVAR unit, to take the high spots out of the electrical line. Okay, in this case here, what we're showing you is how normally you'd rig one up. And over here, you notice this is, I put that up over here. There's the place where you look it up, KVAR.com, okay? KVAR.com. And your typical, say like I live in a house trailer, it's the same thing for a house. So you have your meter pan where your power comes into your house. Then you have your main breaker panel. Then below that you'd put your KVAR box, okay? And then the power from the KVAR box goes into the house. That way it handles all the loads for your house. You do it the same way in a regular house, but you probably have a meter pan on the outside of your house and a main breaker panel. Okay, on the inside of your house you can put the KVAR box right before it goes into the main breaker panel. Okay, that way it'll handle all the loads in your house. And what you need to do is get you an electrician to get with you and size up what size KVAR box you might want to install. Now say you're an off-grid person. I'm going to show over here. This is my great graphics you guys see. I'm trying to design something. I ain't great at drawing. But over here I'm showing you off-grid home. This is where you're going to be doing something like this. You're going to take your solar panels here. You're going to have a charge controller, okay? And at your charge controller you're going to charge, either go straight into inverter or you're going into batteries. Normally most people will go into batteries first, then to an inverter, okay? But in this case I'm just showing it with the inverter after the charge controller. So essentially the inverter in a battery system would go where the batteries would connect to the inverter, and the inverter would connect to the KVAR unit. See, that takes a lot of load off your inverter running through the KVAR box. That way all them big bad hard starting loads would punish your KVAR box instead of your inverter. It really saved the life of your inverter, okay? So if you got a battery type system where your battery is hooked to your inverter first, you know, where your solar panels run your charge controller, and your charge controller powers your batteries, then you have an inverter after. You see, you hook your inverter to your batteries, then out of your inverter you run your KVAR box, then into your power distribution strip, or you know, whatever load you got. If you run it into a wall panel, you know, breaker panel, just put your KVAR between your inverter and your power distribution center, whether it be your power distribution center. I'm using a strip. Let me get one and show you. If I ain't got one handy, but I got just a distribution strip that plugs into my inverter, you see. So anything I got to run in emergencies, I run off the distribution strip. But in a off-grid home, you'd run from your KVAR box into your breaker panel, okay? But this KVAR unit saves energy, plus it saves a lot of wear and tear on that inverter. You know, your inverter doesn't, like how a lot of times they'll say, well, it's a 5,000 watt inverter with a 10,000 watt surge. Well, then the KVAR unit will take care of that surge for you. You'll have a soft surge in your inverter, but a hard surge in your KVAR unit. Plus you'll save energy running it through the KVAR box, okay? But that's why you do it, okay? Let's get on to looking at what a KVAR unit really looks like. I got one installed on my mobile home, so let's go take a look at it, okay? Okay, be right back. Okay, let's look at our mounting of our KVAR unit. Up here we have our meter pan, okay? And then below it I have my main breaker pan right here, okay? So normally this is the main power for my mobile home. Below that, which is the same as your house, your main power for your house out of your main breaker panel. Now below this, you see, you should put your KVAR unit right along in here, okay? Right below your main breaker box, you know, going into your house. You could put it in your house actually, okay? But you put your KVAR unit right here, okay? And that allows the KVAR unit to service all the appliances and all the equipment in your house. Okay, this is my KVAR unit. Now that cable off that main power box runs up under the trailer. I attached it up under the trailer because it was weatherproof. Plus, if I decide to move this trailer, the KVAR unit stays on the trailer, so all I have to do is unconnect the main power cable right here. Okay, but see, the KVAR unit's also got a green LED status light right here, you see, that tells you that the KVAR is working. I put it up under here to avoid kids messing with it and to be able to transport it when I move out of this place. Okay, so anyway, you got the green LED light that shows the unit's working, and all the boxes is a box full of capacitors. Okay, and this is good, especially this thing here. You would not say if you got a inverter, best thing to do is to mount this after the inverter before it goes into the power you're trying to supply to your house. That way it protects your washing machine, your air conditioners, your wall heater, anything, any power unit you got, it handles the power for. But this is the smallest one of the home units. Now, my experience has been, they say about a 6 to 10% electricity savings. You know, I've really run about 5%, so it's been a pretty good little unit. Probably got paid about $60 for this, so it's got a little time it takes to recover your investment. But still, the things they don't tell you about the savings is it saves your refrigerator, your washing machines and all. It'll save those motors in those units, and if you use it after an inverter, it saves that big load that sometimes you dump on the inverter when you turn heavy duty equipment on, like a washing machine or a microwave or something like that, you know. But this is where I got it mounted on the frame of the trailer. So all I got to do when I move is just disconnect this cable here from the main breaker panel on my pole over there, and I'm ready to go. Normally you could even put this in your house just before your breaker panel. Okay, and this will take care of any of the appliances in your house, plus provide electrical savings. It really does cut down on the wear and tear on your appliances and the harshness that those sudden starts do when, like, say, the dryer starts up or something like that. You see, it's really beneficial, and it has shown me some savings on my electrical bill. You know, I'm glad I bought it, but I nickel and dime it a little bit at a time, and this is one of those components I added just to save a little money, you know. And as you see, I just bolted it to the frame. I hooked these wires here go to the meter pan, you see, and this big cable goes the big cable goes to the actual breaker panel in my trailer. You know, in your house it would be your outside main disconnect panel to this, and then from this to the breaker panel in your house. Best thing to do when you're sizing this is get with an electrician. He could probably install it for not a lot of money, and he'll do the job right for you, and it's the safest thing to do. I'm kind of electrically capable, you know. I have a lot of knowledge about this, so I did it myself. But an electrician can put it in for a little bit of nothing. It's not nothing to it. Doesn't cost a lot of money, but boy, does it provide some savings for you down the road. You know, it'll save your washing machine, your microwave, your refrigerator. It'll save all those components from really being a drag on the electrical grid, you know, and save you a little bit of money out of the pocket, you know. But it's the easiest installation piece I've seen so far, and like I said, it's only about $60. And what I do, every once in a while, I peek up under the trailer and see this little green light. It'll be running, you know, so I know everything's hunky-dory up under here with the KVAR unit. But it's been really beneficial. Now, like I say, get your electrician to get with you and help you size the KVAR unit you need. You can locate this unit at KVAR.com. It's spelled K-V-A-R, V like in Valentine, KVAR. .com, and you can look what they got, you know. And they're relatively, this one, like I said, this is about $60. I believe it's already paid me back. I've had this thing about 3-4 years. It worked really well, you know. Like I say, let me spend the money and check out the results I get before you do. That way you're not digging in your pocket for something that you waste money on, you, because there's a lot of hype on the internet about things that make money and things that cost you money. This is one of the things that'll actually save you some money and save your appliances and everything. So it's a really, to me, it's a really solid investment. So anyway, like I say, this is a KVAR unit, and you go to KVAR.com and check it out, you know. And it's very simple. You're just hooking it in the line between your main breaker box outside, you know, your power supply box outside, and your fuse panel on the inside of your house. Generally, most people have basements and stuff, put this in the basement, you know, before their breaker panel, you know. So it's a very simple installation, but go to KVAR.com and check it out. It's working for me. All right, thanks and goodbye.